Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live stream. Just going to talk a little bit about today's absolute disaster of a match. Absolute nightmare. The team lost, of course, again. Yeah. Basically, what an absolute disaster. Absolute nightmare. The team completely just yeah, they completely fell apart. I mean, I predicted before the game that we were actually going to lose, unfortunately, and I'm positive the whole time. I said that we were going to lose the game, and basically that's the way it turned out. An absolute disaster of a match. We lost 1-0, of course. Aston Villa took the lead through Ollie Watkins. I mean, a blind man could have predicted it. A guy that never watched football in 1,000 years could have predicted that happening. Of course, we had to keep him under the cosh. Of course, we had to keep an eye on him. And we also needed another mistake not to be made. It was another mistake by an Arsenal player that cost us big time. We have to start looking into that and see what's actually going on, because it happens time and time again. Individual mistakes costing us all 3 points. The last 3 games, we're after getting 1 point from 9. I mean, make what you want of that. It says everything to me, to be honest, about the state of things at the club at the moment. I'm hearing that Mikel Arteta has signed a new contract. I pray to God that isn't true, because we need to get rid of him. With all respect to him, he needs to step down as assistant manager, or he needs to leave. Those are his options. Simple as. Awful, 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 awful team performance. Terrible in the last 3 games. Say what you want in the last game against Wolves about bad luck. I don't know, we're just struggling, and it's on the cards, and it's going to keep going on for that for as long as Arteta is in charge. That's how I feel about things. I tell it like it is. I talk straight. Really, really, really bad today. The last 3 games, like I said, we got 1 point out of 9. What are your thoughts on it? You saw the game today. What did you think? I mean, the amount of shots we had, but the amount of shots on target we had. I mean, I think it was 3 shots on target the whole game. They took the lead after 2 minutes. Okay, Matt Ryan kept us in it. He made a couple of good saves. But really, the way they played, the performance, like I said before the game, I knew we were going to lose. I had that feeling. And I was proved right, unfortunately. And I'm not happy to be proved right in this case, because it means another loss for us. It's a real downer. I mean, the last couple of games, I remain positive, even though things went really, really crazy and what was happening to the team. But after that, maybe today we could have got something out of the game. But you just had a feeling, travelling up to Birmingham, playing Villa, they're the home side. I just had a feeling that we were going to lose. And it was actually proved right. I don't really, where do I start? Odegaard had a chance at the end. He maybe could have got something out of it for us. But really, the way things went, what actually went on, it was a complete disaster. And where do we find ourselves now? There's not a hope in hell. There's not a chance that we can actually qualify for Europe now, in my opinion. Top 5 is completely beyond us. Winning the next game, in my opinion, is beyond us. Never mind top 5. Let's be realistic. We're down in the slump again. We're sliding down again. We really needed something out of today's game. We should have won the United game, our last home match. We should have went all out for the win there. I mean, you finished 0-0. Did the team do enough? Did they push hard enough? Did Arteta motivate them enough? In my opinion, no. We should have won that game outright. Take the 3 points from them. We're the home side. Regardless of who we're playing, we needed that 3 points. Because after that came 2 away games. We lost both. So, I mean, we're the home side. We need to win that game. That set us off on a bad run. Then against Wolves, we had that bit of bad luck. Okay, fair enough. But also, even individual players' mistakes did not help the situation. And now today again, we go 1-0 down after 2 minutes and we can't even score. I mean, at least put pressure on them and find the net. I mean to say, we knew when we went there today what they were going to do. We know their game plan, we know their team, and we know the danger men. You know, it's not so long ago since we played them the last time. But yet again, we went to the game, same old story. Travel up there, chasing shadows, not a hope. Things really, really went against us. Really, really went against us. I mean to say, the next game now is vital, and we need to win that. But do I honestly think we're going to win that? I don't. Do I think we're going to finish top 5? I don't. Do I think we're going to beat Benfica in the Europa League? Of course not. What a disaster. Just a complete downer. A really, really, really bad day for the team, for the fans of Arsenal Football Club. Now, where do we go from here? What are your thoughts on Mikel Arteta? What do you think about him? You think he should stay? You think he should go? I honestly believe that he needs to go. I mean, he's been given more than enough chances. I don't think he can take the club on to the next level. You saw what Chelsea are doing now. I mean, we need to open our eyes a little bit and not be so naive. What's going on up in the boardroom? Chelsea got rid of Frank Lampard. He was getting a bad run of results. The team wasn't moving anywhere. They got in Tuchel. Look at the results they've had. I mean, they beat Spurs last time out. They're going well. He's a top coach. Why can't we do the same? Arteta's at the same level of Lampard, if not underneath him. Our results were brutal when we slipped into 17th place. There was a real chance that we could be relegated. We pulled up out of that only because we have a good squad. What Arteta did, I don't know. What he said before today's game, I also don't know that. But in my opinion, he needs to be replaced. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Awful today. I mean, a real pain in the neck. We look ahead toward the next game now. What's going to come from that? I mean, let me just see now. I mean, another YouTuber, another Arsenal fan is supposed to be joining me on this. He hasn't showed up yet, but I'm going to strike on anyway. Talk about the next game. Leeds United, actually, on Valentine's Day. There's going to be no love in the air then, I think. We're playing Leeds. We're at home. Do I think we're going to win that game? My God, if we win that game, I'd be surprised. Because the way they're playing now, the mentality, the players are doing their best, in my opinion. Yeah, they make individual mistakes, but Arteta's picking the team. They're doing their best, but he needs to manage. We just need a better manager, and that's how I see things. Everyone thinks maybe, that's an easy solution. That's easy to say, but I honestly don't think the man is up to it. And I say that with all respect, because I like Mikel Arteta. He loves the club. I've stood by him through thick and thin, but at some point, somewhere along the line, we have to kind of change that. Chelsea did it. Look at them now. They got a top coach. Why can't we do the same? There are top managers out there. The team itself, we need to make serious changes to that team. Granit Xhaka needs to be sold. Elneny, just get rid of him. I know I'll give him on a free, whatever. Just get him out of the team. Willian, I mean to say, when Partey went off injured in today's game and Willian came on, did anyone honestly believe that he was going to make a positive contribution and we were going to get something out of the game? I just put my head in my hands when I saw that man coming on. Not a chance. I mean, Partey goes off and he comes on. You know, then it's all over. I mean, that was it. That was it for us. Like I said, on the 14th in a week, we are playing Leeds. We're home to Leeds. It's going to be a hard game. I honestly don't see how we can win any game at the moment. After that, a week after that, we host Manchester City. I mean, if we don't get something out of the Leeds game, and we're hosting City after that, they will beat us. They will win. I mean, I can't see how we're going to get anything out of that game. So we need to win the Leeds game now. Simple as. Like we needed to win today, like we needed something out of the Wolves game, like we needed something out of the United game. We got 1 point from 9. We need to win the Leeds game now because Manchester City are going to be coming. I mean, yeah, I've a comment coming in about the referee. Fair enough. But to be honest, it's not all on him. And we can't look at the referee the whole time. What about the lack of goals? We're not scoring. Oh, man. 3 shots on target. The whole game. We went 1-0 down after 2 minutes. And we lost like that. I mean, you can't. 3 shots on target in the whole game. We had possession. We had a lot of actual shots, like 14, more than they did. But on target, 3. We're 1-0 down after 2 minutes, and then we can't respond. Then we can't come back. I mean, for me anyway, the blame lies at Arteta's doorstep. You can't be putting it all on the players. You can't be like one guy commented there, the referee. I mean, things like that are always going to happen in games. But if you want to win, if you want to be champions, if you even want to get into the top 5, which is our goal, which is way beyond us now, we're not going to do that. You need to actually settle in to the actual. I mean, we need more chances. We need to take the goals. We need an out and out monster of a striker up front, something we don't have. That needs to be addressed also. Midfield isn't too bad. Up front, Aubameyang has not been at it. Lacazette does his best. He's limited. I'm a big fan of Martinelli. I like Saka, Smith Rowe, Pepe. When he feels like it, he turns up. I looked at today's team formation, the selection. Can't say I was too into that, to be honest. Cedric again back to his best, making mistakes right at the start of the game in defence, gifting the opposition a goal. From that moment, I don't know, we never got back into it. We had the whole game to get back into it. We had like 88 minutes, 90 minutes, couldn't even get one goal. At least put them under pressure. That is really something that needs to be addressed. And like I said, what do you think about the whole Arteta situation? Yeah, people again commenting now about the ref again. He had a big influence on the game. There's always going to be the ref influencing the game. You can say that the last time too. We actually lost that game too. But you need to take it out of their hands. We need to be sure of the chances. All the Arsenal teams in the past have done that. The better teams that we had. Sometimes they scored goals, it got retaken, they banged it in again. Same thing. You can't always say the ref. We can't always rely on that. Yeah. Somebody now saying about the goalkeeper, Matt. Yeah, he had a good game. That's actually a plus point. I'm glad that Ruderson didn't play. I don't rate him at all. Of course, Leno got the ban because he got sent off in the last game. Odegaard, yeah. Somebody mentioning now about Odegaard. What do you guys think of him? I mean, I'm going to do a video about him soon. Talk a little bit about the guy. But yeah, he needs time to settle also. But the chances, not enough chances created today. I mean, really. Who can we get to replace Mikel Arteta? That's the question. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know what you think, but we need to get somebody to replace Mikel Arteta. Simple as that. I honestly can't see it getting any better. I just can't see that happening. I just cannot see that happening. I put that question out to know who's going to replace Arteta. I look forward to the answers in that. Anyone that thinks he's going to stay, anyone that thinks he should not be sent away. Like I said, if he doesn't go down as the manager, we need to get rid of him. Man, what a day. What a day to be a Gunner, huh? Honestly didn't think the game would be as bad as that. The performance as bad as that. but I did think that we would lose, and unfortunately, it's proven it's been like that. Massive game in the next game against Leeds. The season is basically over for us, to be honest. I mean, we have the Europa League game coming up, but I can't see us getting past Benfica, and we're not going to win that, of course. FA Cup, we're out. League, we have no chance. Top five, we're not going to finish in top five. We need to look towards the new season, but our talent needs to be moved on. Not much to say about that. The team, though, they're responsible themselves. I have a guy commenting here saying that United, when they ended on invincible run, that is a long time ago now, a 49-match run. Look how much the rest contributed. Since we haven't had a chance. I don't believe in that for a second. It's the same for every team. There's no favoritism. There's no bias. It's fair for every team. Arsenal have themselves to blame. Arteta has himself to blame. He only has himself to blame. He was the team selection. He's the manager. Club needs a new manager. Simple as that. Yeah. Really bad today. How do I feel about it out there? I mean, you can't be happy with that result. We're not going. We're not moving forward as we had planned under Arteta. Guy now saying that he is a great manager, but his hands are tied. Yeah, maybe so, but things need to change. There needs to be change at the club. There has to be something happening. It can't go on the way it's going. I mean, we have a great club. Arsenal fans are the best fans in the world, if you ask me. But it needs to be. It needs to change somehow. I can't really see how it can go on like it's going. Fans can be deluded all they want and talk about this and talk about that. But at the end of the day, he's the manager. Buck stops with him. His hands are tied, this and that. Can't really believe that, to be honest. I mean, yeah. Our defence is strong. I talked to her about Holding and Bellerin. Holding has been good for us. Cedric is a nothing player. I agree with that. He's not up to much. He made a mistake today to cost us the game. Yeah, we need to really fine-tune the team and bring in some players, get rid of some players. We need to do a bit of this, some bit of that. We need to change things around with us. Can't honestly see how we can progress as a team. We need to be patient, but I mean, enough is enough. That was a terrible performance. A really bad one for the team. We lost again, 1 point from the last 9. It's just not good enough. I could go on a rant here. I could go crazy, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be doing an upload soon, another video about a reaction video about this, about what was going on. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you'll be looking forward to that. I'm going to do that now. I hope you enjoyed watching this live stream. I expected to be joined by another Gunner, but he hasn't showed up. For some reason, I think it's his first time doing this. He couldn't connect through. But we'll do that on other days. And we'll do a couple of collabs. Take it easy, guys. Stay positive.